Okay. Hello YouTube, pt2. Following the success, near viral success of my last video, where I have received to date at least 30 views in 120 hours. Amazing. I thought I'd do another video, but this time on pancakes. So the last one was on chips. This is pancakes, and it's all about eating cheap. And what you need is 3 eggs, 300 millilitres of milk, which will measure out. You need something like this, gradiated, which gives, and then you could put the milk in, put the eggs in, whisk it up. You can add butter, which you can heat in the microwave and put on a plate in the microwave and add the butter. You can add, if you're going to go for savoury, you can add onions, spring onions, or even diced directly into the mix. And then you'll add flour. So the flour is ordinary baking flour. It's nothing special. And you can weigh out, you can check the ratios out, but if you've got 3 small eggs like those ones are, you might want doesn't sound a lot actually. It's about 3/4 of a pint of milk, let's say. You can add 120 grams of flour. If you add the flour at the end, you can beat it, and as you beat the flour, you can gauge the consistency. I'm just looking for a beater. I've got one right here. So the recipe is melted butter, milk, 3 eggs, flour, and you decide if you're going to go, if you want to make crepe Suzette, which would be lemon and sugar, or you're going to go the savoury route where you can add ham, cheese, tomatoes, onions, etc., etc., sweet or savoury. So let's get on. Let's get saving money. Let's get. Okay. I did see that shell. Eggshells are great in a compost, along with coffee. Yeah. Okay, I've decided I'm going to have spice, so I'm not going to add a bit of salt. I'm not going to skimp on savoury salt and pepper is what I was going to say. Bit of salt, some pepper, why not? Spring onion, again, why not? Could add garlic. I mean, garlic would be a good idea actually. You don't need to add butter, but you do need to not forget the flour. So if you get a set of scales, and something like that. That is 200 grams. Now, I should have added this before the onions, but never mind. To me, that's looking a bit thick. The only thing you can't change on the ratio too much, because you've got to, is the eggs. If you're going to go with 3 eggs, if you've only got 3 eggs left, for example, then you can't really do anything about the eggs, right? But you can add milk, add flour. To me, that's a bit thick. That's a little bit thick. You can do all sorts. I said you add butter, right? You can add the famous huile de colza oil, direct to that, right? And then add a bit to the pan each time you make your pancake. Let's do that now. With one I already opened. Keep that out. Put that away. You could add a bit of mustard. I'm going to add a bit more milk though. And the thing about, they do say that you should leave the mix to stand. Put it in the fridge for half an hour, but you don't have to. It's not the end of the world if you don't. I could cook this straight away now. Now, I'm going to add some, so get yourself one of those, right? But you go to a recycling centre and they're giving them away. For £1. Bit of garlic, bit of ginger. I said in the last viral video that it takes as long to peel garlic as it should do to cut it up, to dice it, and that depends on how easy the garlic is to peel. Some is easy and some is more difficult, less willing to give up its protective birth sheet. There you go, that one's quite easy. Like ginger, garlic is good for inflammation. If you add it into the mix, it's cooked more, basically, because if you pour the mix in and cook half of it, you're not going to get, and then add your ingredients, you're not going to get, it's cooked so much. Stating the obvious. Alright, Don't want to add that as it is. Okay. Still looks a bit thick. Maybe that flour, maybe I put too much flour in. 200 grams, 300 of milk, 200 of flour, 3 eggs. And a bit more milk. I could add another egg, right? Basically, the beauty of it is you can feed 4 people. Let's say you go for 5 eggs, a pint of milk, a quarter of a bag of flour, and then whatever you want to throw in, right? Whichever way you want to go, spicy or sweet. So, our friend on Twitter in Canada, just see previous video, doesn't need to spend a fortune. Okay, I'll pause this and we'll get to the cooking. Camembert. Soft cheese.
It's that time again to get the violin tone. That's right. Prince Harry has lost his bid in UK security after moaning he'd been singled out. But I am now
Okay. I haven't tried this at all. Let's see. It's alright. I've had better, but you get the idea.
Trans face grave psychological.
I am actually really enjoying it. And that's how much I've got left. That's a lot. I could have cooked it a bit, the gas a bit lower when I flipped it over. I didn't turn it down, but oh, it's really good. Perfect. So eat cheap, eat well, and stay safe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.